Thank you all for joining us tonight for the GPAC post-game press conference. We have head coach Rick Neumann and student-athlete Lexie Schneider from the University of Mary. The Marauders are advancing to the championship game in the 2024 NSIC women's basketball tournament after defeating Minnesota Duluth in tonight's semifinal game. We'll start off with an opening statement from head coach Rick Neumann and then open it up to questions. Coach?
Well, thanks, everyone. I just want to start to say what an incredible basketball game, right? That wasn't a grinded out defensive battle by any means, right? There's a reason you call it a scoreboard. We always joke, and tonight that thing lit up, right? So 83-75. I think we played the same game 3 times against Minnesota Duluth, right, where it was close, and in the fourth quarter we made just enough plays. And I'd be remiss without starting off and congratulating Duluth on another fantastic season. You lose the National Player of the Year, and you come back and you compete and get to the Northern Sun. I mean, that's a team that's been in the finals of the Northern Sun tournament 6 years in a row, 3-time defending champion. So they've got a championship pedigree. We're not quite there yet, but we took a big step tonight. And so for us to send them, and their season is a reward because that's a really good basketball team that we beat tonight. Their super senior Tatum Rhodes brought it. We couldn't keep her out of the paint. But tonight was just a night where we have Lexie Schneider and nobody else does. And she's the player of the year in our league for a reason. But incredibly happy for Lexie to have this success. For Mariah to come over, and again for Megan Zander, and even for Katie Reichman, right? We talked a lot about our seniors, and they all could have gone on and done different things this year, but they came back to be a part of this team and represent their university, and they've done it with class all year, and now they're rewarded for it. So couldn't be happier for these young women in that locker room tonight.
Rick, 13 lead changes in the game. On the sideline, it felt like it was a chess match every time you'd take a timeout, and there were adjustments. What kind of adjustments did you guys have to make through the game, and what did you have to react to from Duluth?
Well, I think a big thing was just players making plays, right? Like everyone for a while was kind of going little open gym street ball, right? Just get the ball in your best player's hands, maybe run out, set a ball screen, and see what kind of plays they could make. And Rhodes was incredibly good going downhill tonight. We got just enough stops against her when we needed them. We were coming back. They changed ball screen coverages 3 times on us, so we were trying to let our girls know what was open, what to do. Lexie did a great job of slipping a bunch of them or going early. We hit her around the rim, and then we made some big ones. And then obviously probably the biggest play was when we got the stop at the rim. Their girl fell down. We pushed back in transition, and Megan Zander drilled that open 3. But you're right, it was a chess match because, again, when everyone on the floor can score, can make a basket, it's just really hard to guard. And so that was the challenge going back and forth. But like I said, I don't think anybody lost that game, right? Like I think we won that by making just one more play, and the ball could have gone the other way pretty easily tonight. But I'm really glad it bounced our way.
At one point in the huddle, I noticed you said we need to play with a little bit more emotion. So, Lexie, I want to talk to you about that. Did it feel like a championship game, and did you bring that emotion a little bit more in that second half?
Yeah, I would say so. Even just in the handshaking line at the end, you can see the emotions from the Duluth team, and I think it just makes it extra special that I get one more game with my teammates and one more game to play for Coach Neumann and possibly more. But, yeah, I think we just had that mindset, especially after Coach Neumann brought it to light again that this could be it for us, and just to be here again is super special.
One more question. You said coming into the week 2 wins would be huge for the regional rankings. You got 2 wins. Just assess where you're at with that.
Well, I'm on the RAC, which is the kind of the NCAA selection committee. So we have a Zoom call tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So I had to send my votes in tonight. I probably shouldn't, let them be known. But I did have a contingency on where I thought the University of Mary would be if we won tonight. And we've been honest for about the last month in that we really need to probably win the tournament to go. But at least we're going to be in that conversation, I think, tomorrow morning. And, anything can happen in a one-game scenario, and that's what we need tomorrow night. Unfortunately for the Northern Sun, I think there were a lot of teams in our league this year that just kind of struggled to get going. And in the month of November, the MIAA and the GAC kind of whooped up on us in some of these cross-challenge events, and that's just kind of kept Northern Sun teams down. But if you looked at where the best teams in our league are now, they could compete with anyone. But, that's going to be left up to the computers and the panel, but we'll be in the conversation now. But the nice thing is, at least, is that we can control our own destiny, right? And that's really all you can ask for, is to have a chance to be in control, to control what you can control, and we have done that. And tomorrow night, we'll just leave it all on the floor and see what happens when it's done.
Lexie, throw this one out there. Pair of double-doubles in your last 2 games. You're playing as well as, the stretch at any point in the season. What's this meant to you, being able to come out here and, show the conference, show the region what you're capable of doing?
Yeah, I think it means everything, just as long as we're getting wins. And like I said before, I'm a post player, so my teammates got to get me the ball, and I think that's a big part of it. And anything I can do to help the team win, I think just is special to me. So.
And Rick, do you want to talk about your 3 graduating seniors that were the 1, 2, 3 scorers tonight? I mean, what a great combination of players to go out there and have a spectacular night.
Well, first of all, for Lexie, I mean, if she's not on everybody's All-American ballot, I don't know what is, and that would be great for our university and for our league, for sure. But she's had a tremendous season. She's nationally ranked in a ton of categories, and she has just been fantastic this year. But tonight, those 3, yeah, that's what you want, right? When you get to the playoffs, your best players got to play like best players, and we did that. On senior day, when things were tight with Duluth again, those 3 carried us, right? And in the playoffs so far, and Mariah, what a bounce back for Mariah, right? Like, didn't see the ball go in the hoop a bunch the other night. We teased her that she was, shooting from the North Dakota area code a few times. We'd rather she tried the South Dakota area code, get a little closer. Tonight she did, made a couple threes. That was big, right? But, I mean, these 3 are really talented people on the basketball floor, but I've just had such an enjoyable time coaching them. I wish we could have Mariah for longer. She's been a joy to coach. She just listens and does her job, and you can coach her hard, and she bounces back every time. I've watched Megan Zander grow up in Bismarck, Mandan, played travel basketball. She came to all of our camps, and for her to come home and have all her family and the greater Bismarck, Mandan community come out and support her at UMary is fantastic. And I've said this a million times. I said it the other night, and I'll say it one last time here. But, with everyone in extra years of eligibility with COVID and things, there's a kind of an unintended consequence, and then Lexie has a little bit more with the red shirt. But an unintended consequence of this is I've gotten 6 years with this young lady, right? And a lot of times you might think, like, holy moly, coach-player relationship, 6 years, good luck with that, right? But I can honestly say that every day I've had with Lexie, like, we don't always get along, right? But we can smile and laugh, and I love her. I love them all, but I love Lexie. 6 years together, it's been a joy. And again, you guys, she's so talented that just for her to come back and play for our university, that means a lot, because she could have said, hey, here I am. I'm in the transfer portal. Who's going to NIL? Where can my services fit? But she wanted to come back for nights like this and to be with her teammates and to set some records at UMary and to lead us to places that we haven't been before, or in this case now, again, a chance to go somewhere we haven't been in a long time. So, I mean, if that doesn't just speak volumes about her character, I don't know, but she's a class act and someone that will go down in Marauders women's basketball history as certainly one of the best players, and just someone I've just really enjoyed coaching for these 6 years and getting to know her off the court as well. And her family has been fantastic. And these are the types of people, coaching Lexie is the reason why you coach, right? Because you miss your family stuff a lot. It's long hours, it's long bus rides, it's not a lot of glamour. Sometimes it can be a lonely profession when you lose and you're up all night wondering. But then you go to the gym the next day and you see someone like Lexie, and it just inspires you to want to give back to her, because she's given so much to our university and to my family and to me personally. So this one's really for her.
Lexie, to that point right there, what has this meant to you to make it to the championship game, to come back, to play for UMary? What has that all meant to you, and obviously getting to this point now?
Yeah, it means everything. I've been on a lot of really talented teams since my freshman year, and we've come close, but not close enough. So I think just to ride it out in this last year and be in this position with my teammates and to get Coach Neumann here is awesome, and it's something that I've always wanted to do since freshman year. So just kind of living the dream right now, and we're super thankful to be here.
Coach, Lexie, thank you for your time. Good luck in the championship game tomorrow night, and thank you again.
Thank you, guys.